The Leeds and Liverpool is a very special canal. At 127 miles, not only is it England's longest single man-made waterway, but it also holds a unique place in British history. In 2016, we celebrated the 200th anniversary of its completion with dozens of canal festivals, special projects and the greatest long-distance water party Northern England has ever seen. Thousands of people joined in the fun, proving this is still very much a living waterway, still loved for its beauty and wildlife and valued for its heritage.
The Leeds and Liverpool Canal runs from Leeds to Liverpool 127 miles through some beautiful scenery. The Bicentenary of the Leeds Liverpool, incredibly special for us. I mean, the celebration of the marvellous engineering, celebrating the trade links, which is why the canal was here in the first place. And I think also celebrating the people who have worked on it since then and work on it now, whether working or volunteering.
The story began some 2.5 centuries ago when Yorkshire and Lancashire merchants decided they wanted to link the wool capital Leeds to the port of Liverpool. Work started at either end in 1770 but ground to a halt 10 years later when the money ran out. They also had to contend with the Napoleonic Wars, several changes to the route, and it took another 46 years till October 1816 when the final section was eventually opened. The canal was key to the success of the Industrial Revolution. In its heyday, it carried cotton, coal, wool, limestone and other commodities to the rapidly expanding urban towns across northern England. The canal is now cared for by the Canal and River Trust, but the title of Mr. Leeds and Liverpool can only go to one man, Mike Clark, historian, founder and president of the Leeds and Liverpool Canal Society. His book is the leading authority on the canal's history, and in April, the Trust honoured him by renaming the lock at Bank Newton the Mike Clark Lock.
Today's Mike Clark's Day. A lock has been named after him. That's something really special, both for Mike and for the lock, because it's only one or two locks in the country that's been named after somebody, a personage.
Mike Clark has been absolutely outstanding. He gives so much time, so much enthusiasm, so much knowledge that I could not have done my job this year without him.
To leave a lasting legacy from the year, the Canal and River Trust launched the Every Mile Counts fundraising appeal, asking the public to donate time and money to restoring over 40 missing mileposts along the canal. Supported by the Heritage Lottery Fund, the appeal galvanised groups and individuals to get involved. New posts and mile plates were manufactured at a foundry in Liverpool and damaged markers repaired and repainted.
Today we're at Reedley Marina on the Leeds and Liverpool Canal in the Pendle district, and we're here to unveil the first of our restored mileposts. As part of the Bicentenary celebrations, we are restoring as many of the mileposts along the canal as possible. The canal itself was completed 200 years ago, but the mileposts are actually date from about 1890. Their purpose was not to tell boaters how far they had to travel, but it was entirely to calculate tolls for the Leeds and Liverpool Canal Corporation.
The Desmond family coast-to-coast canoe trail has also captured the public imagination. This is a 5-year project funded by £1.3 million from the Desmond Foundation. It engages with young people at activities hubs along the canal, as well as establishing a new canoe trail from Liverpool to Goole on the east coast. The transport highway, which was once the motorway of its day, is now a meandering super slowway. This line from a poem by Ian Macmillan has become the title for an imaginative far-reaching arts project in East Lancashire.
Northern Powerhouse. This is our house, our Northern Powerhouse, our Northern Waterway, our super slowway, our broadband highway, and this is our day. This is the North's day. This is the North's way. This is our house, this Northern Songhouse, and these are our tales, our Northern stories. Our North cannot fail. We're bound for glory, because this is our house, our Northern Powerhouse.
So the Canal and River Trust is looking for new ways of engaging people in their local waterway. So the opportunity to be part of the Super Slowway programme to link all the communities in this whole stretch of canal running Blackburn, Burnley, Pendle to their waterway, the diverse communities, to find a common common format, a common way in which they can all participate, get the communities involved. You know, this is absolutely what the Canal and River Trust is about. We have our national Arts on the Waterways programme, seeking whole new ways in which we can find links for the communities, bring new stimulating, inspiring ways to make the waterways relevant to people. There's so many different things you can do on the water, boating, just a day out, walking, here to relax, lots of participation, but actually arts is a really important way of engaging in inspiring, creative ways with people to make a lasting impact, to link the waterways to those communities for sustainably into the future.
So Super Slowway is an arts commissioning programme running along the Leeds Liverpool Canal from Blackburn to Pendle. We're here today to launch the whole programme and the launch of the Exbury Egg, which you can see behind me, by artist Stephen Turner, who's going to be working with the residents of Burnley Wood neighbourhood right here on environmental and cultural observations, and really kind of mining the rich seam of the residents' knowledge of this site, which is one of the earliest sites on the canal. It predates the canal actually, and we hear that James Brindley, the chief engineer of the canal, stayed here at the turn of the 19th century.
When the call went out to join in the Bicentenary celebrations for this special canal, thousands of groups, councils, schools, boaters and canal enthusiasts responded in style. Nearly 200 schools along its route replied to the invitation to get involved with the Canal and River Trust Explorers activities to find out more about their local waterway. There were walks, talks, visits and festivals, all celebrating the amazing waterway.
My name's Audrey Smith. I'm the Vice President of the Inland Waterways Association. The association's Merseyside and Chester branch has organised this event, but it is our national campaign festival to promote the western end of the Leeds and Liverpool Canal. We've worked closely with the local community here at the Eldonian village, and we've been very grateful for their support, along with the support of Liverpool City Council and the background support from the staff of the Canal and River Trust.
The Bicentenary celebrations came to a wonderful climax in October with two special events. An awards night was hosted by the Canal and River Trust at a Blackburn hotel. This was to thank people and organisations who have helped to transform the Leeds and Liverpool into the special place it is today. Dozens of applications were received and awards given to Sefton Towpath Task Force, Pennine Cruisers, the Leeds and Liverpool Canal Society, the Inland Waterways Association, the James Project from Bingley, volunteer Les Dundon and young volunteer Dylan Manning, who helps with the Trust's Brightwork project. During the same week, the Kennet Heritage Boat, a refurbished education barge run by the Leeds and Liverpool Canal Society, completed an epic 9-day voyage from Leeds to Liverpool. This was a replica of the ceremonial trip 200 years ago by the triumphant Yorkshire and Lancashire merchants. According to reports of the time, their first flotilla was decorated with flags and streamers and greeted by hearty cheering of immense assemblage of spectators. In 2016, supporters came out in their thousands too. Bands played, church bells rang, hundreds of cheering school children waved on the boat with homemade red and white flags and rosettes. The Lord Lieutenant of Lancashire and mayors from the 12 boroughs through which the canal passes all came out to greet the Kennet flotilla. After 200 years, the affection and pride in this special canal is undiminished.
The Leeds and Liverpool Canal, I think, is the best canal in the country. Perhaps in the world. I've travelled all around the world. It goes through agricultural, it goes through moorlands, and there's no other canal that has such a variety of scenery along its way.
The canal connects communities, it's beautiful, people can come here and just take a breath away, I suppose, from the pace of life. So it's a lovely place to come and relax.
It made a huge difference to the wealth of this country, insofar as it joined both ends of the country, west to east.
It's got everything. It's got lovely scenery, and it's got lots of heritage places, Saltaire, Burnley, Blackburn. It's got loads of swing bridges, which keeps you very fit, and lovely, friendly people.